When I first visited Lord Egerton's castle, I didn't expect it to leave such a mark on me. Not many people know this place, hidden in the heart of Kenya. It was built out of love and out of heartbreak. Lord Egerton was an English settler. He poured years into constructing this massive home for the woman he loved. But when she saw it, she refused him, she left, and he lived out the rest of his life here alone. Walking through these halls, I realized this abandoned castle has lessons every filmmaker and every creative needs to hear. Every great creation begins with a vision. For Lord Egerton, it was love. For us as filmmakers, it's the spark of a story, a scene, image in our minds. Vision is what drives us to start, but starting is only the beginning. You can have the biggest dream in the world, but it takes patience, discipline, and sacrifice to bring it to life. As filmmakers, we lay our stones one by one, shot after shot, frame after frame, and little by little, the vision starts to rise into something real. But no matter how strong the vision, struggle always comes. This castle was abandoned, left unfinished, incomplete, and it reminds me of how many scripts I've written that never made it past page 10. Or projects I believed in that fell apart. And yet, isn't that part of the journey, the failure, the obstacles, the heartbreak? Every filmmaker, every creative faces this. But struggle doesn't erase meaning, it adds to it. Here's what struck me the most. Even in ruins, this castle still stands. People still come here, they still feel something when they see it. That's legacy. Art is the same way. Just like Egerton, every filmmaker starts with a vision. You put everything into a project to imagine how it might change your life, or at least mean something to someone else. But sometimes your film gets rejected. A festival says no, an audience doesn't connect, and in that moment, it feels like a heartbreak, like all the work was for nothing. But look at this castle. Even rejected dreams can't stand tall, and at last, the moment of rejection, your work still matters, even if it wasn't embraced the way you imagined. The castle isn't finished in many ways, yet it still leaves an impression. And that's another lesson. Your film doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes it's the flaws, the rough edges, the human mistakes that make a story resonate. What matters is that you dared to build it, you dared to leave behind something that others could step into. The castle still stands, its walls scarred but unbroken. Each stone feels heavy with memory. I imagine the day it was completed, the excitement, the pride, the vision of what it was meant to be. I picture the first resident walking through these rooms, hearing their own footsteps echo in the silence. The windows still frame the same landscape. The air carries the same stillness. If these walls and rocks could speak, they might whisper about love, rejection, and the stubborn will of a man who built something too big to forget. So what did this abandoned castle teach me about filmmaking? Our creations, like these walls, carry more than our intentions. They hold echoes of our dreams, our struggles, and our humanity. Whether embraced or rejected, whether perfected or flawed, what we create stands as a testament to the fact that we tried. And maybe that's the real heart of filmmaking. Not chasing perfection, but building something that can outlast us, whispering our story long after we're gone. Even if your project doesn't blow up right now, even if it feels forgotten, your work will still matter. It will inspire someone. Maybe not today, but maybe years from now. Maybe long after you're gone. What you create might not be perfect, but it will live, and that is enough. Lord Egerton built this castle for love, and even though his story ended in heartbreak, his vision still stands. For us as creatives, the lesson is simple. Keep building, keep creating, even when no one is watching, even when it feels impossible. Because every frame you shoot, every story you tell, every dream you build is your castle.